Alright everyone, I'm back with more Ace Attorney Trilogy, and it is time to move on to the second game in the collection, which is Justice for All. And we're going to be starting that right now. Ugh, how did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That's right, it is I, the judge. But what have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Wait, is this about me breaking into the police chief's office? You remember he killed someone, right? Judge? September 8, 9:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. It was all a dream. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Look at the size of that phone. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Ouch! My head, it's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning. Eck. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait. Never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me feel nervous, sir. Kinda creepy. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm... Who am I? Why am I here? Why am I drawing a blank? Why am I making obscure political references? The trial will begin shortly, says the bailiff. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Okay. I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And this is a tutorial stage because we're starting a new game. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. I must be the irresponsible defense attorney, Captain Tyler. Please, someone, tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp. "10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Rubble, 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 clack. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorney here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? I guess I should say yes, for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... No. The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Especially after that kerfuffle from earlier, from the end of the last game. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Quack. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer, and he looked so handsome in that police uniform. Oh. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Oh, yes, I do. I'm always under him. I mean, while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. And to me. I mean, never mind that. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of the murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report as was distributed yesterday, actually. Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 1 added to the court record. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually... it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How could you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. All right. Court record. Yep. Info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing Tab or the RB button as I'm holding a controller. Okay. Tab, huh? I could use a tab. Or a Diet Pepsi, anyway. You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, sir. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab? Yeah, let's look at the court record. Found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Okay, here's the autopsy. Cause broken neck, body was all covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body, pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Victim fell from the walking path above. Okay. Oh, and profiles. Maggie Bird 22, Dustin Prince. Winston Payne, the prosecutor. And Dick Gumshoe. Okay. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found under the victim's body? Oh, we just looked. Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Irk. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, I see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? Am I the defense attorney or the prosecutor? What am I doing? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Clack. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Clack. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. All right, decisive evidence. Okay, there's something even more incriminating. Blah, blah, blah. I think I already know what it is. Hold on. That's not how you spell her name. Objection. Well, what is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. Objection. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer the defendant's name, if you please. Well, where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave the name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y, not I-E. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh! How about that? I hadn't even noticed. Objection. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. Objection. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No. Clack. This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. You are absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get him for his birthday. I screwed up that line, but I picked it up anyway. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Okay, this time I don't quite know what the contradiction is. Prince and the Officer Bird have been going on for about a year. It sounded like they were parents the day of the incident, just happened to be the victim's birthday. Hey, frozen. 2 months ago. Hold it. Over 2 months ago? Yep. She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question was a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan, sir. A baseball glove? Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made, you say? Objection, Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem to be that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? Well, the last case we tried made a big deal about evidence being related to the case, so I have to say yes. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about this matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove added to the court record. Birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. Clack. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if this is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. These voices are killing me. I'm really tired. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, I kind of know what the deal with this is, but I might end up jumping the gun. Let's make sure. Okay, it doesn't quite say yet what the... Okay, so... Okay, let's go back. Oh, no, wrong button. There we go, hold it. So in the end, you couldn't confirm it? Hey, don't look down on me. Don't look down on us, pal. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific... Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. Oh my god. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Next, we check the victim's pointer finger. His pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had written in the sand. And the results? We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write that name with his own finger. Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. And there's more. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Hold it. Scratches on his skin? Yep. You can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That's incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a real strong one. It got under that really scientific... It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote the name with his right hand. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to count. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. What? Evidence is solid enough to count. That's a weird sentence. That might be a typo. Never mind. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? The present? What about it? We first looked into the... Okay, I guess I'm supposed to notice that it's a left-handed glove. Okay. With his right hand. Okay. Yeah, because he's left-handed. Objection. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Oh my goodness, my voice is dying. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed. Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That's why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Whoa, wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Objection. Object... Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. The left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Well, he could have. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Rubble, 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 rubble. Clack, 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 clack. Order, order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Especially not all fancy like that. Then that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No. All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Whew. Feel like I can breathe again. Clack. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. That's why you can't give up on a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. No, not yet. Please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? Rubble, rubble, quack. Oh, and what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death, of course. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Clack, clack, clack. Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Clack. To be continued. Good. I'm going to go get something to drink. And hopefully I'll be ready for the next part of this. And my voice will sound a bit better. So don't you go nowhere. I shall return.